Alright, I want to start the video off by saying Call Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great males, son of well. Shalom to you brothers out there preaching and teaching truth worldwide. I don't want to say shalom to the whole elect. I need brother Kaya come back with another lesson. So today, I'm at the job and I was just thinking about, we have this called time block, where it's kind of like if you had maybe you ordered like internet from, let's just say, Comcast or AT&T, whoever your internet service provider is in your area, they would give you like a time slot. It will show up between 8 and 12. Well, we have something similar like that at our job, but we call it a time block. So whenever we set up appointments, it could be within, let's say, 7 to 8, 7 to 12, 12 to 4, different time slots like that. So the first scripture, of course, that came to mind was in the book of Job. Set up the bounds where you can't pass. And I was thinking, like, as a matter of fact, let me just grab it first. All right, book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So on Esau, Edom's rulership, the Lord set up the bounds where he can't go past it. Kind of like when we have a time block, it's between 7 and 12. So that job needs to be done within that time frame. But see, what he's trying to do, he wants to upset prophecy. He trying to reschedule the appointment. He trying to get it 12 to 4. Nah, Lord already got the bounds set up, so you can't pass it. So I started thinking about when he got back into power. So when you go into the Renaissance period, which brothers have done lessons on that, going into the Middle Ages, basically the 15th, 16th century. But there was one, go down here, I'm gonna get this year. Is it on the origins? Let me see. Man. Okay, here it is. Right here. In this paragraph. This is on the Wikipedia. Many argue that the ideas characterizing the Renaissance had their origin in Florence at the turn of the 13th and 14th centuries, in particular with the writings of Dante Alighieri. But I'm going to jump down. But some writers date the Renaissance quite precisely. One proposed starting point is 1401. So the Lord said, that scripture speak about months. So you take, this is year 1401. So we're in the year 2023 minus 1401. It's 621 years times 12. Times 12. That's 7,452 months. We understand that 7. We deal with the number 7. That represents completion. Hey, so your time is up. Esau, Edom is up. You at the end. Why you trying to get it? You trying to bump it up to 8,000? No, man. Nope. Hey, it's beautiful. When I looked at it, I was like, ooh, it's like 7,000 years. It's like, that's over 7,000 months. 621 years times 12 months, because according to, the calendar, 12 months in a year, bam, put you at 7,400 months. So going right back here, Job 14 and 5. seeing his days are determined. So there's a certain number of days are determined in Esau Edom rulership. And what else? The number of his months are with thee. So only Heavenly Father knows the duration of this kingdom. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So, seeing his days are determined, a certain number of months, a certain number of years, a certain number of seconds is all determined. The number of his months are with thee. So just like scripture say, no man knows an hour. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. The book of Mark 13, verse 32. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. So just like within that scripture, only Heavenly Father knows that time frame when Esau Edom is going to be taken out of power. But it's still determined. There's still a bound that he can't pass at the end of the day. And that's beautiful. And we can see, based on the prophecies that are coming to pass, it's dwindling down. You only had over 7,000 months. Come on, man. Stop. What's that song by DMX? Stop being greedy. Stop being greedy, man. Stop being greedy. Because you're at the end. What's that scripture in Ezekiel? The end is here. The end is here. It watches for thee. Roughly paraphrasing. The end of his rulership is upon us. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab this real quick and close out. Book of Habakkuk 2, start from the top. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the visions going to the prophecies. So that's how we can see that we're in that time frame where we're at the end, where his months are numbered right now. And make it plain upon tables that he may run to readeth it. So that's the reason why we do these videos, to basically make it plain upon tables. And we make these videos based upon what we see in real time. Verse 3. For the vision, which is talking about the prophecies, is yet for an appointed time, which is right now. This is the time frame for all the prophecies of the Lord to come to pass. Because you got to think about when going back into the 40s and 30s, it wasn't the time for all those prophecies to come to pass. Why? Because Esau Edom had more months. Lord didn't set it up to happen during that time frame of the so-called, civil rights movements and things of that nature. Nope. He had more months. He had more years. He had more months. It was a certain appointed time for all of these prophecies to come to pass. For the vision yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So we're at the time frame where they're not tearing anymore. So Lord willing, this short lesson was edifying. Till next time, shalom and a Baba.